Hey Journey Kids, my name is Joyful and I'm our guest experience coordinator here at Journey of Faith. This month at Journey Kids, we are starting from the very beginning, the origin story of where our stories with God begin. Every story has a beginning, right? Well, in the Bible, the creation story comes first, and as we explore both creation and the fall, we will discover that not only did God create everything, but even after people chose to go their own way, God had a plan to restore us. All right, now let's hear a message from Miss Sophie.
Hey Journey Kids, this is Sophie, your Journey Kids director. And this month, our faith practice is reading our Bibles. Now the Bible is more than just a book. It's God's true word to us. Now we may not be able to see God with our eyes, but when we read the Bible, we learn who He is, what He's done, like create this entire world, and we learn about how much He loves us. Reading the Bible helps us to trust God with our whole hearts. It teaches us how to live like Jesus, how to love others well, and it reminds us that we're never alone. So when we open the Bible, we're not just reading, we're growing in our faith and we're building trust in the God who always keeps His promises. So let's practice reading our Bibles this month. All right, now Journey Kids, it's time to get ready for worship.
I know that you're right there, always right by my side. You're right there, when it's dark, you're my light. You're right there, in the day and at night. You're right there, yeah, no matter what. Thank you, God, you are always there. You're so good and I know you care. You protect me, you love me, you love me. May be hard to understand it, but you know just what the plan is, so I can believe without seeing it. Ooh, that you're right there, always right by my side. You're right there, when it's dark, you're my light. You're right there, in the day and at night. You're right there, yeah, no matter what. When I'm lost, you show the way. You are with me every day, every place, everywhere. I know that you'll be there. It may be hard to understand it, but you know just what the plan is, so I can believe without seeing it, without seeing it. You're right there, always right by my side. You're right there, when it's dark, you're my light. You're right there, in the day and at night. You're right there, yeah, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, yeah, no matter what. I know you're moving, I'm gonna follow. I know you're moving, so I'm gonna follow. Yeah, I know you're moving, so I'm gonna follow. I know you're moving, so I'm gonna follow. You're right there, always right by my side. You're right there, when it's dark, you're my light. You're right there, in the day and at night. You're right there, yeah, no matter what.
Oh, come on. Welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're taking a look at the story of a guy on the run and the world's most uncomfortable pillow. It was probably harder than this tennis ball.
Ow! Hey, I'm Sebastian.
And I'm Skylar.
We're talking about ways we can see God at work in history.
And how we can see God at work right now.
You do know it's impossible to crush a defenseless tennis ball with your own hands, right?
Yeah.
And yet, you continue.
Well, my grandma watches this old show called The Bionic Woman. See, This girl is in a serious accident, but then she's given all these bionic parts, and she basically turns into a superhero.
Who crushes tennis balls?
You gotta admit, a bionic arm would be pretty awesome.
I mean, we could always build one.
Build an actual real-life bionic arm?
I mean, more like a robotic hand.
Still awesome.
Let's make it! Today, we're making a robotic hand.
Skylar, but at your service.
Focus! For this project, you'll need plastic straws, jumbo straws, craft foam, scissors, a ruler, a pen, yarn or string, and hot glue.
Done, and hold on. Got the pens.
Perfect! Step 1. Trace your hand on heavy paper or craft foam and cut it out.
Not very robotic yet.
Step 2. Cut the regular straws into shorter pieces. It's based off of your hand size. So I have small, a little bit bigger, and then larger on the palm of your hand. How did I only end up with 6?
Check the floor.
Alright, so you'll need to cut some of the jumbo straws so we can use them for later, for the wrist. Step 3, you need to glue down the straw pieces onto your hand.
Your foam hand.
Right. Start at the fingertips, and then the longer pieces between your finger all the way down to your wrist should be the largest pieces.
You may need to add a few more pieces if your hand is bigger, or take out a few if your hand is smaller.
Perfect. When you're finished gluing your pieces, add a piece of the jumbo straw in the middle for your wrist.
Ta-da! Time for the string?
You know it. Step 4. Thread one strand of string or yarn through each of the 5 fingers, all the way down through the jumbo straw at the wrist.
If you have a hard time threading your string, you could poke it through with a pipe cleaner or get a grown-up to help you with a large needle.
And make sure to glue each string at the fingertip so it doesn't fall out. Okay, ready?
Ready.
So you can pull in the strings at the bottom of the hand and operate your hand.
This is kind of creepy.
What's that?
Get it away.
I thought you wanted to be bionic.
Oh, hey, let's see if, okay,
Okay.
robotic? Yes. Bionic? Nope.
Are you calling our robotic hands posers?
Or maybe imposters. Speaking of which, there's one in today's story. It's time for...
The story before the story.
Today, we're in Genesis, the very first book in the Bible. In the beginning, God created the whole world and everything in it, including people.
We were made in the image of God, to be friends with God.
But the first people chose to go their own way. When they turned from God, the world was broken.
And so was our friendship with God. Sin and darkness crept in.
Still, from the beginning, God had a plan to restore it all. God chose one man, Abraham, and promised to bless the whole world through his family.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Padma. After many long years, Abraham and Sarah had a son, Isaac, just as God had promised. When Isaac grew up, he married a woman named Rebecca. And Isaac and Rebecca didn't have just one baby.
Twins, Isaac.
The older son, Esau, was wild and hairy. The younger son, Jacob, was not. Esau grew up to be a great hunter, while Jacob preferred to stay at home. Esau tended to be impatient.
Quick, I'm starving. Give me some of that stew.
While Jacob could be, let's just say, sneaky.
Sure thing, bro. But first, you have to give me your rights as the oldest son.
Esau was so impatient that he gave Jacob the position and money that came with being the oldest son, all for a bowl of soup. And Jacob didn't stop there. When Isaac grew old and weak, he called for Esau to give him a special blessing as the oldest son. But while Esau went hunting to prepare a meal for his father, Rebekah quickly called for Jacob.
Bring me 2 young goats, and I'll prepare them for your father. Then he'll bless you instead.
Apparently, being a trickster ran in the family. Jacob even covered his arms with goat hair so that Isaac, who couldn't see very well, would think he was Esau. The whole charade worked, and Isaac gave Jacob the special blessing.
May God give you the richness of the earth. May nations serve you.
As you can imagine, when Esau discovered what had happened, he was angry. Really angry. So angry that he actually made plans to kill Jacob. Yikes.
Run away at once to my brother Laban in Haran. Stay with him until your brother calms down.
So Jacob left home, alone, on the run. He was at the very beginning of a nearly 500-mile journey that would take weeks of walking. Afraid for his life, Jacob covered a lot of distance that day, and as the sun set, he was far from everything he'd ever known, in the midst of the wilderness. Jacob didn't have a tent or a cot or even a sleeping bag. He simply took a stone and placed it beneath his head as a pillow. Now, I'm not sure I'd sleep very well under those conditions, but Jacob was so exhausted, he did fall asleep, and soon he began to dream. Jacob saw a broad stairway rising up from the earth, stretching all the way up into heaven. Brilliant angels traveled up and down the steps. And what's more, the Lord stood right beside the staircase.
I am the God of your grandfather Abraham and the God of Isaac. I will give you and your children the land you are lying on. They will be like the dust of the earth that can't be counted. All nations on earth would be blessed because of you and your children.
Hear that? It's the exact same promise that God gave to Jacob's grandfather, Abraham. But God had even more for Jacob.
I am with you. I will watch over you, and I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised.
Now, Jacob knew about the one true God that Abraham and Isaac worshipped, but there's no record that Jacob himself had chosen to trust God until this moment.
The Lord is surely in this place, and I didn't even know it.
Early the next morning, Jacob took his pillow stone and turned it into a sacred stone. He poured oil over it as a sign that God was in that place.
This place will be called Bethel.
Bethel means house of God. Then Jacob made a promise to God.
May God be with me. May He watch over me on this journey. May He do as He has promised so I can return safely home. Then you, Lord, will be my God.
Jacob continued on his journey to Haran, where he lived for around 20 years. He married and had children, 13 of them. And eventually, Jacob did return home, just as God had promised. Jacob made many mistakes during his life and did not always trust God, but God was still with Jacob because God can work through anyone. The end.
Talk about sibling rivalry.
There's no way I would trade anything for a bowl of soup.
Don't underestimate what being hangry can do.
Fair.
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, Jacob chose to trust when he actually got to see God in a dream. But we don't have to see God with our eyes to have faith that God is with us.
Faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see.
In his dream, Jacob was reminded of how God had worked in the lives of Abraham and Isaac. Today, we have the amazing privilege of seeing how God has been at work throughout history, recorded right here in the Bible. Over and over, we read how God was present with the Israelites.
And God sent Jesus to live on earth with us too.
Exactly. Then we see how after Jesus returned to heaven, God sent the Holy Spirit to be present with everyone, everywhere, who follows Jesus.
I love knowing that even though Jacob made mistakes,
A lot of mistakes.
God was still with him.
That's right. And you can trust that God is always with you too.
Right this very second.
I think you've got it. See you next time.
So here's the thing. You can trust that God is with you.
When you feel scared or alone.
When you mess up.
When you're trying something new.
When you're having a great day.
Or an awful day.
When you're being chased by a robotic dog. Get off, get off, get off! Don't mess with Bionic Woman. Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab.
See you next time.